Hi everyone, welcome back to the podcast. It's me and Dhana here trying something new all over again. Last week we were in the den. This week we're back at the studio, sitting in some kind of an interview setup. So Dhana tries to keep it spicy, as they say. So make sure that Vinod is interesting and the audience is awake. This is rather early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. It's quite early, right, Dhana?
Correct, sir.
Yeah. I mean, the whole week you've been working and you're very tired and you want to really sleep in and take it easy. This Vinod guy starts messaging at 5 o'clock in the morning saying, good morning, good morning, good morning. And everyone's like, good morning, good morning. How you doing? Your phone is going ding, ding, tong, tong. And then you pick up the phone and you have me and Dhana greeting you saying, hey, good morning. How you doing? So, what do we have?
Sir, today, budget 1K, our Genesis. When we will achieve the target of 1 crore? So, that is the question. For that, I am having the answer to. I am taking the SAP calculator and then put the step up percentage and then annual return. So, first 1,000 rupees budget. Duration 30 years. 30 years means now 2025.
How old will he be?
53, 55.
Almost Anand's age.
Yes, sir. So, at that age, 1 crore. Step up 10%. 1,000 rupees started, step up 10%, exported 13%. So, the corpus I am invested amount was 19,73,400.
You know what your audience will want to know? 30 years from now, 1 crore. How much is that in today's money?
Correct, sir. Inflation is the next factor and then everything will be happen. But 1 crore. Now, our need is to be 1 crore. It's enough. At the time also, it will be 1 crore, like 50 lakhs. That's okay, good. It's my personal view. I don't know, sir, how the audience was taking that.
Okay. Well, there is a lot of inflation calculators online and you can check it out. 30 years from now, 1 crore will probably be in today's currency about around 30-40 lakhs.
30-40 lakhs.
So that's not too bad.
Yes, sir.
30-40 lakhs today, you won't be saying no to it. Right?
But here the interesting part is that. So the expected return was 13%. The Nifty maybe give the 12%, 13% return, everything is fine. But we are doing in the specific stocks, like what we are considering right now. That's South Indian Bank or IDFC. For the 20-30, we have the South Indian Bank, and 50-70, we have the IDFC. And then 100-200, we have KTK. And then 300-400, we have Jyoti Labs, ITC, TMB also in the 500 list. So it all in the list. So for the 1,000 also, we are having plenty of stocks and ETFs too. So we are doing in the stocks. So the 12% may be the expected return, it will be comes around 20 if it's happen. So the return will be 4 crore. Wow. 13% to the same step up, same amount that we are investing. 19 lakh was the investment amount. But the return, if it was 20%, then the corpus will be 4 crore.
Wow.
If we are taking that same in the 2,000 rupees budget, 2,000 rupees we can achieve in the 26 years. Same step up calculator of 10%, and the expected return was 12% if you are taking, not 13, when only 12%.
12%. It's more conservative. Okay.
1 crore was achieved. The same, if you are investing, if you are continuing that, but the return was 16.5%, means then my corpus will be 4 crore. So if the return was 20%, it will be 8 crore. So I'm not doing in the index funds. I'm doing in the particular stocks and index ETF and gold ETF also in the part of the stocks. So for it was like it will be needed in my portfolio. That's all I want. So apart from the stocks, we are having some steady instrument like debt instrument. So for that, we are investing in the index ETF and then gold ETF. So this is my budget. If I'm doing that 30 years, is this a chance to get that 4 crore, that 20% annual return, and the 13% annual return means 1 crore. If the 2,000 rupees budget, if I'm investing, the 8 crore, it will be possible if the 20% will come. I'm not doing in the stocks. I'm not doing in the index funds. I'm doing only in the stocks. So there is a probability high from my perspective. The probability also, loss is also the probability, but it's a major probability. So what's your view on this budget and then this calculation? That was a future estimation, but I don't know.
The problem in your calculation is there are no guarantees.
No guarantee.
Correct. Everything might be going hunky-dory. On the 29th year, Trump gets elected.
on the 29th year.
I'm just saying, let's say you've been doing for the last 30 years. Today, you're going to decide to go. And finally, you've reached year 30 and you want to go to the market to take your money out. And the market is moving the way it's moving since January. You will find it very hard to take the money out.
Okay, then the 8 crore will be 7 crore. But
No.
I am having the corpus.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. There's no guarantee as a corpus. What you must realize is there are no guarantees in the market. So all you can do is invest in companies which have, like I've said 1,000 times, sound business, great, moat, at great value, and that's it. Once you reach a number, let's say like 1 crore or 8 crores, the question then becomes, how do you take money out to live?
That's not in our list, sir. I'm not thinking like that. 8 crore is the target. That's it.
What do you do after you reach your target?
Taking some amount and then inside.
Yeah. So taking that some amount is where the key is.
Good.
Wherever you reach, that seed money, the way you should think is, this is my expense, which I want to spend every year. So let's say 1 lakh every month. That's 12 lakhs a year is what I want. So the corpus, what you have, that 12 lakhs it should be 3 to 4%. So you should reverse calculate and know the corpus amount you should have in the market. So if you look at it like that, right, that means you need to have around 3 crores. If you have 3 crores in the market today, that means every year you can pull out 12 lakhs without too much pain, without losing your corpus. So this 8 crores is useless. Having a number like that is useless because it doesn't tell you anything. It's just a big number. I want $1 billion. Okay, you want $1 billion, but for what? So the way you should strategize, since you're thinking so much in depth of all this, I would suggest you think like this. How much money do I need every month today to be comfortable? That's your first question you should think of. Before you just throw the number out, you should take a piece of paper, right? Okay, if I want to live in the place, which area in Chennai is the best area you think? Say, how much is to rent a flat which I would like to live there? Today it is, let's say 1 lakh, 5 lakh, whatever. Write it down. The car, like our friend Arun, I want to drive Bentley, I want to drive whatever. Defender, whatever you want to drive. What is the cost? Write it down. Write all of it down. Then you'll get a number. Once you have that number, multiply that by 12. Okay. That gives you how much you need every year. Then take that number divided by around 0.04 or 0.03. That's what I was talking about. What you can pull out. That will give you the number of crores you need today to survive. The way you want to survive. The lifestyle you want to lead. Now you say fast forward. I don't have that money today. That many crores you don't have. So you need to get to that number by investing, let's say 30 years from now. Put that number in an inflation calculator. Okay. That will get you the number which you need 30 years from now. Okay, that is your goal now. Now you have a clear goal. Right? You have something you can actually work with. Then take that and say, okay, now let's say a basket of stocks which I'm looking at. The companies, in an average, it gives me, let's say 15%. How much do I need to start putting in the market to reach that goal 30 years from now? You'll reach a number. And that is your magic number. That is the way you need to look at this. Looking at it like this, it's pretty much looking here and saying, if I was Dhoni, I will do like this. If I was Dravid, I will play like that. If I was, bowler, I'll bowl like this. Saying like that is of no use. This is just waste of time, if you ask me. That too on a Saturday morning, when you have had worked the entire week, and you've been listening to these notifications, like see our video, you'll be like, hey, what is this? It does give you some motivation. So for the sake of argument, we will quickly calculate your number. So what would be your monthly expense?
75,000, sir, for a month.
So if today you had 75,000 rupees a month, you'll be happy, right?
Right.
So that is 75 times 12. So that is 9 lakhs.
9 lakhs.
That is how much you need from the market every year to withdraw from the market. So divide this by 0.04, let's say. So 3. You need to have 2 crore, 25 lakhs in the market today. Then you can withdraw happily, comfortably every year. You can withdraw. Market is going up or down. You can easily withdraw because this capital will keep growing.
Okay.
Because we're saying Nifty is growing, market is growing 7 by 8%, 10%. So half of that you withdraw, still some money is left. Your capital will still keep appreciating a little bit and still pull out. So this is the whole idea behind it.
Okay, sir.
So 2.25 crores. Now, inflation calculator, let's get to, right? 2,25,000 I've put. Inflation rate in India is, let's say, you're being very generous. I was going to say 7.
7. Okay. 1%.
Okay. Today's cost, if it's 2.25, 30 years from now, it will be 17. So you need 17 crores 30 years from now to have the same lifestyle which you wanted.
Okay.
So having 8 crores 30 years from now isn't going to cut it.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
I understand.
15,000 every month, 10%.
Step up.
A return is 15. For 30 years, now you're reaching your golden number of 18. Okay.
Okay, sir.
When you have 18 crores in the market 3 years from now, you'll be able to withdraw 18 crores times 0.04, 72 lakhs. So your 75,000 rupees will be 6 lakhs a month 30 years from now. Now that looks like a big number, doesn't it? That's a part of inflation.
Then
We had to put 15,000.
2,000
At
to
this age.
15,000.
Yeah, and you can imagine, what's your age?
22, sir. 22, 23.
Imagine 22, 23 a person having 15,000 rupees, his basic salary itself.
50.
So that's why I'm saying this won't work. This kind of sipping. Okay, it is something which will do. But what happens is every 3 years your salary will double. So your sipping should not be 10% increment, right?
Okay.
Your sipping will grow by every 3 years. Will literally double your investment. So let's say you're putting 3,000-4,000 rupees now. 3 years from now, it'll become 8,000. 3 years from now, you'll be investing 16,000. 3 years from now, you'll be investing 30,000-40,000 rupees. 3 years, so you get it. So it grows. So at one point, somewhere along the line, you'll be investing lakhs of rupees in the market. So that's the way you have to think of it. Right? It's a snowball method. It's not the avalanche method. Right? So you can't solve this by thinking, because this is the stage you are in life. Your income is fixed. So as much as you can, you do. So it makes it easier for you later. Because the more money you put now, the faster it compounds. True. At the same time, you cannot be like what Arun says, do YOLO and not live a life. So you have to figure out a way where you can maximize your investment. At the same time, try and enjoy life with a little you can. Right? Like what you're doing. Exactly what you're doing. You're saying, I don't want to go for a movie. I don't need to go outside and eat. I'm staying in a place where they give me food. And you think 2 times before you think of having a girlfriend. Because you look at the cost, which I think is a little unfair, because most girls are working nowadays. They can also take care of themselves. You don't need to be so frugal. Doesn't mean you should not enjoy life anymore. But this is the way you have to approach it. So when these lump sum comes and you put these lump sum investments, your market, you'll reach at 18 crores very fast. The first 1 crore is difficult. Okay. That's what I'm trying to say. What will you do when you get to the first 1 crore? And you're like, I don't know. I'll just keep investing. No. What you do is you take that 1 crore and you make that also work towards your second crore. Now, how do you do that? There are different ways. You put it in bonds, you put in other securities that generate more and more income. So that's where bonds become very useful when you look at this strategy. So instead of getting 15% return, you'll get an average return. Try and increase your average return to 18%. So you buy strategically companies. So you start strategizing and investing. You just don't buy the same base for company. That's why even in that video where I did, you reach 4 crores. Putting 40,000 rupees a month. Imagine, 40,000 rupees a month. It takes me 15 years to reach 4 crores. And that 4 crores won't even be enough.
If you're calculating by this way.
Correct. On the 16th year, I forget, the 16th year, it becomes 4 crores. Okay. So imagine, that's not even enough. But say I go 40,000 rupees at 18%, it gives me 41 crores. But the return is
18%.
Yeah, with no annual step up. So just imagine doubling the timeline from 15 years to 30 years. My money has gone from 4 crores to 40 crores. So that is huge.
Understand.
So this is the way, at your age, if you look at it, 40,000 rupees is impossible for you. But what will happen is, there's no step up here, right? So I'm saying, you invest 5,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees, then it becomes 12,000. There will come a point of time where you'll be investing 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs. Like a lot of people at my age are investing in the stock market here. So you'll reach that 4 crores, 5 crores, 15 crores very fast. You won't need 30 years. If you invest smartly and you use bonds also, you leverage, you'll reach to 15 crores very soon.
I understand. Clearly.
So that is the way you have to think. And these calculators are nothing but waste of time. But what is good is, This is what you're thinking over here. The stock, what you thought of, stock selection. This is good because you're looking at quality companies which you plan to hold for 30 years. And that kind of ideology and thinking is much better and more useful than spending time doing SIP calculators. SIP calculators is like saying, if I was as fit as Hussein Bolt, how long will I take to climb Mount Everest? Both are not true. I'm not going to try climbing Mount Everest, nor am I as fit as Hussein Bolt. So, it doesn't matter.
Sure, sir. I understand, sir.
All right.
So, from the understanding, whatever we are putting in the SIP calculator, step calculator, everything. So, it's like just a number. If we need to work out very earlier, we need to double up our salary, like our Gen Z tells. So, the basic investment may be 2,000 or 4,000, whatever it may be. We need to double our salary.
How will you double salary?
Absolutely.
So, that is what you should focus on. Instead of worrying about how am I going to make 30 crores, you should be focused more on where is the market to upskill? Where is the market going? Where is the job market going? Where is the next? Is it in generative AI? Where is it? And try and learn that and qualify yourself and then gain the experience to grow in that. Are you in the right job sector? So start thinking. You may not be losing your job today, but don't think your job is there forever. A lot of you think when you get in a job, you're like, okay, I'm very
placed in one company.
It's a good company. That's all that matters. Now I'm on cruise control. Like all my boys here. Shaking his head vehemently with a big smile. That will not lead to salary doubling.
We need to adapt the innovations and then generations, and then we need to adapt the skills.
Correct.
And the technology.
Then only you will get the money which you can invest and make that 15.
Okay, sir. I clearly understand, sir.
Right. Yeah. We kind of like droned on a little bit this morning. I'm sorry. Needed Dhana to understand how to look at this and approach this. I hope you also are able to understand how you should look at this and approach this. Yes, SIP calculators are very useful, but it's like any calculator. It only calculates whatever you tell it. And if you're going to imagine some fiction, it will also give you some nice fiction which you can dream. We need to work on realities, like how in weight loss or anything we do, you have to have actual metrics which you can work on and numbers you can do on a daily basis to get there. And those are the steps you need to take. That is what different coffee range investing is about. Even Dhana's systematic investing is all about. Don't think about it in any other term. Then first figure out what you want. Then only you can achieve what you need. Okay?
Understand.
Thanks for watching the podcast. See you tomorrow morning, Sunday, bright and early, hopefully with something more interesting than this. Thank you.
Thank you.